to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 current household update video today. And so today is definitely going to be a really interesting day because after so many weeks, so many hours of playing this one save file, I can finally do a little bit of a brief update of my mixed match legacy challenge that we as a Spring Squad, as a collective unit, have created together over on Twitch. And it is a 20 generation legacy challenge with a mixture of different challenges into one challenge. So the first generation is Rags to Riches. Then after that is A to Z Baby Challenge. And then there we have a generation of Black Widow Challenge, the Asylum Challenge. So as you can get the whole gist of the idea, different challenges in one challenge. And so far we have come up with 10 generations. We have to come up with another 10. But if you guys want to check out the other generations that we have done so far or listed, I will leave the link down below in the description along with the previous live streams over on Twitch so you can watch and catch up of what has happened, because things have happened and it's a little bit crazy, just saying. So as of right now, we have our first generation heir, who is Lauren Amanda Hamilton, changing the last name very soon because Bob likes to be dominant in the household and says, you know, you're going to be a pancake and you're going to like it. But we'll get into that reason why. So we have Lauren Amanda Hamilton, who is the first generation heir. And then we have our next gen heir, who is Raisha Marie Hamilton. But the funny thing is that Bob was married to Eliza. So the first day or first couple days, it was wintertime. It was a very harsh winter. So when Lauren met Bob, she was like, ooh, ah. And then when she met Akira, she was like, ooh, ah, ooh. And then that happened. But when Bob and Eliza came over, what had happened was that we were planting our stuff. And, you know, we just don't like Eliza a lot. Well, I personally don't like Eliza because she's very stalkery, very rude, and she just hates Bob, and she just likes to be mean to Bob all the time. And I always say Bob deserves better. And so he does. And so what had happened was that it was a very harsh winter, and Eliza took a nap. Yeah, Eliza just took a nap. It's like, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And that's what she did. She took a nap on the snowy, harsh ground and passed away. But then her grave kind of says, oops, oh well. What you gonna do? Yeah, so that's her grave, which is a very interesting time for Eliza. So she's no longer with us. I already kind of released her spirit off into the netherworld or whatever, so she's gonna float around the house to scare my children. So when we met Akira, we went on a date with Akira Kobo, who is the karaoke legend in Sam. As you know, was, you know, Darlene and Miko, Oko, those people right there. So what we did is that we went ahead and actually went to a local karaoke place with him, and we did some karaoke as one does, and then afterwards, we went back to Akira's house. We woohooed, and then, you know, I got a little thing saying on the toilet saying, take a pregnancy test. And it was like, what? Pregnancy test? I'm sorry, you said what now? So when that happened, we just took one, and then we became pregnant with Akira's baby. We did not tell Akira because we were scared of what we was going to think. But we told Bob about the pregnancy. Bob, go to work. I swear, if you do not, this is the one thing I hate about Bob. He never goes to work, never takes care of the children, does nothing. He's lazy. Go to work, Bob. Go to work. Go to work. I swear. Either way, like I said, so we told Bob about the baby because he's like, you know, they were together for a while after Eliza died. And he just figured, oh, I must have been, you know, that must be my baby because we woohooed a couple times, whatever. And plus we were trying for a baby anyway. And so when they did that, she was like, oh, I'm pregnant. We're going to be parents. Yay, blah, blah. And so when we had the baby, he was like, oh, okay, cool. We have a son, and we named him Philip Brandon Hamilton. And still to this day, Bob thinks that is his child, which is not, because it's Akira Kobo's baby, which is very, very funny, might I add. And so after we had the baby, we waited a couple days to go ahead and have the wedding in Sam, you know, at that one big wedding area. So when we got married, we went ahead and actually married Bob, but then later on, afterwards, we woohooed in the observatory, that little microscope thingy. Then I also figured out, oh wait, I wonder if I have Risky Woohoo enabled. I didn't think about it at the time. So when we woohooed, I went to the bathroom and was like, oh, are we pregnant? Lucky behold, we got pregnant again. And so this is our next child, who is generation 2. Her name is Raisha Marie Hamilton. And I really love her a lot as well. And so she's going to be the next gen heir, who's going to have 26 babies for the A to Z Baby Challenge, which is going to be very interesting, might I add. Oh man. So in total, Bob thinks that he has 2 kids. He's married to Lauren. But the twist is that what we came up with as a little funny thing, or a crazy thing actually, we decided to go ahead, marry Bob, but then divorce Bob afterwards, to marry Akira, but have Akira live here, kick out Bob, but then later down the line, we're going to invite Bob over, but then kill him with the extreme violence mod. But then in Bob's will, it says Lauren gets 5,000 simoleons because he died and passed away. So we can, like, you know, she can raise the kids and stuff like that. So we get 5,000 simoleons from him when he dies or whatever. And that happens. So, cash shortage. It's finally the end of Bob's shift, but he can't go home yet. The cash register's short. Bob knows this wasn't his doing and decided to either report it to his coworker or keep it quiet about it. Report, please. Hello. Hey, it seems this isn't the first time the register has been come up short. After being fired, Bob's coworker yelled at him. Oh, I was about to say Bob got fired. Excuse me. So, you know, that's kind of a good thing for Bob. Bob's doing really well in his career. He's going to get a promotion today. Hopefully, crossing my fingers to get a promotion today at the end of the day. So when that happens, we'll earn some more money, which would be really great. And so, again, I say, when Bob dies, we get 5,000 simoleons from him, and from his will, as a storytelling purposes thing. And that's pretty much it. And then we kind of like work our way up to complete Lauren's aspiration, which is the the successful lineage aspiration. And I also want her to complete maybe 1 or 2 skills, either the fishing skill, or actually I want her to complete the fishing skill along with the parenting skill as well, so she can actually mentor Raisha into that parenting life, because she's gonna have 26 kids, like too many kids to count. A to Z baby challenge. It's gonna be crazy. But we're gonna go and do all that right there. And I kind of want Philip to actually meet his father again, because he really hasn't hung out with his father in so long that he kind of forgot what he looked like and who he really is. Because at this point in time, he just thinks that Bob is his father, which in a way he kind of is, but stepfather. But he's not really his caregiver at the time. It's weird. But anyway, it says Akira was wondering if I want to come and meet him someplace at the museum. Well, sure. We're going to go and travel over there with Akira, because I kind of want you guys to, you know, meet Akira, see what he's like, and kind of get to know him a lot better. And what I think should happen next is when we divorce Bob and we marry Akira, I kind of want to have like this big gigantic wedding probably at some random place off the gallery, and do it that way, or something very low key. All depends what you guys want to choose from. And when we get married, I want Akira to move in with us. We collect the money from his household, because he's going to sell some stuff as well. And when we do that, we get married, we get some money, we build our house to be, I don't know, a very decent sized house for a family. I want them to have at least one more kid, because in my mind, Bob has 1 kid. Lauren's going to have at least 3 kids in her family, which is going to be very, very interesting. So hanging out with family. Hello, Akira. What is up? So apparently we are here at the Dead Grass Museum in Brindleland Bay, and he straight up left. I swear. I'm starting to rethink my options now about Akira. Should I really marry Akira, or just, you know, pursue somebody else, or just be a single mom in this game? Because I swear, you invite over your child and you straight up leave him, like straight up dead, leave him in the middle of nowhere in Brindleland Bay. Like, who does that? I'm done. I'm done. You know, we're going to collect some things around here for our mom, because that's what we do. We are a supportive son, and we take care of our household, because we are technically the man of the house, but not really the man of the house. We're the second in command, as one says, or as I say, because I kind of am. But we're going to go fishing real quick for our mother, because she's a collector of fishing and fish. But oh my gosh, I cannot believe that actually happened to Philip. Poor Philip has like kind of lost his mind, and he's still like, the only reason why he accepted the request to visit his father at some place is because he kind of doesn't really know his father, and he wants to get to know him a lot better. But now that he just saw that his father just straight up left him in the middle of nowhere, he just thinks that maybe my dad never really wanted me. Maybe my dad never really cared to get to know me for who I am, for the person who I thought he could, you know, I could look up to. And so now that he like left me, I don't think he can ever be reliable. I don't think he can ever be the father that I think he should be, or the father I want him to be. And I want him to be there for me, but I don't think he can. And that's kind of what's going through Philip's mind right now, where he doesn't really have that type of fatherly figure in his life besides Bob. And Bob's been there been there with him for the past 9 years. And so he's like, maybe Bob is the father for me. Maybe I should be maybe he should be my caregiver. And lo and behold, that's not going to happen. But, well, it's going to happen. But to be honest though, Philip wants Bob to be his father. Even though he really isn't, he wants Bob to know that he can look up to him for no matter what. And that's what I want to happen for Philip and Bob, because I want them to have that father and son relationship. But who knows? Maybe Lauren will like kind of forgive her past of what has happened in her life, because with Lauren, her whole family has always judged her for who she was, has judged her for her lifestyle, has judged her for the way she has done things in her life, because she did not want to go into that musical family business because her last name is Hamilton and her whole family is all about the musical Hamilton and does things for the musical. And so she didn't really want to go into that life. She wanted to be her own person. So she kind of ran away from home to pursue her own dreams, to pursue her own career and pursue her own family and have that successful lineage where her family will appreciate her no matter who she is and no matter what she does. And so in her mind, she kind of had that still mindset that she had to be successful no matter what. And so she wants to maybe potentially forgive Bob and kind of not divorce him, because I feel like Philip might even tell Lauren of what has happened when he's like, Mom, Akira, or my dad, he invited me over to hang out, but he left me at Dead Grass Museum in the middle of nowhere with no way to get back. And so he kind of wants to tell her about what has happened. And so he will do that. And then I guess Lauren will kind of just take time to think of what she really wants in life, what she really wants to pursue as a mother, to be a good mother, actually. That's what she wants to do. She wants to become a good mother for her kids and only for her kids and also for herself. Because her mother right now, who's not in this game at all because I did not create her, she never really was there for her and never really appreciated her at all. So she wants to be a good mother for herself, but also for her kids. And I really like that for her, that she wants to really be a good mother no matter what. So I guess she doesn't really want to divorce Bob. I guess she doesn't want to really torture Bob like he's been tortured by Eliza all his life. Because for the past 15 years, I think Bob and Eliza have been married for the past, well, in The Sims 4, technically for 4 years. But in my mind, I feel like they've been married for the past 15 years. And I think for the past 15 years, Bob has always felt that he could never do better. He always has felt that he will always be a loser and could never amount to anything. And so I really don't want Bob to feel that way when he's like with Lauren. And I want him to feel like he can succeed. I want him to feel that he is always worthy. I want him to feel wanted. And so Philip wants Bob to be there, but I don't know if Lauren can really get her life in a way where she wants to have Bob in their lives, even though technically they are all technically related in a way. But yeah, oh gosh, Lord have mercy, Philip. I swear, every single time these bees attack my children and Lauren, your name is Amanda, either way, they get attacked by bees, and then Bob doesn't like to do anything around the house. He's very lazy, but it's fine. I'm okay. I'm content with it as long as, things go well. And, Philip just told what happened with Akira, and she's like, are you serious? Did that really just happen? Like, she honestly cannot deal with the fact that Akira left their son in the middle of nowhere for no, strangers to be around. It's like, I just don't like Akira now. Like, I go through phases in my life where I do a lot of storytelling with my own Sims, and I just think to myself, are they really like that? Are they really just not that just nice to be around? Like, I feel like they aren't. So, speaking from my own perspective, I feel like Akira can never be the father that Lauren wants him to be towards Philip. So she might end up not divorcing Bob and pursuing Bob as a lovely person that he is. And Bob knows that he wants to do better for himself, his health, and also his family. So maybe it's time for Lauren to tell the truth about Philip, and that's not really his kid. Because for the past 9 years, he's always thought that was his kid, and he still does. So maybe Lauren should really tell that, you know, I'm sorry, Bob, that I've hurt you in the past, but I've always wanted to know that I really care about you, and I will always be there for you for no matter what. So we're going to really tell Bob about what has happened with Phillip and what's been going on for the past 9 years, because she's kind of been a bit on the DL, was talking to Akira and kind of just doing her own thing. So we're going to go and go tell Bob about the situation, about what has happened. And hopefully Bob doesn't react too bad about it. I mean, I guess he's very accepting. He's like a little bit angry about the bills and everything like that. And I mean, they are struggling in the money department for a while, and I guess it's like okay, but I guess he's okay with it, with the fact that she kind of told the truth, but it's like a little bit too late with that. And he just seems to be a little bit upset, so he might be a little bit distant for a while towards Lauren. And they don't want to get into a fight around the kids, and so I'm going to actually have Bob yell at Lauren, because it's been freaking 9 years of not knowing the truth. And so we're going to go be mean. We're going to yell at him. And he's also very, very tense about his own work, because he's got yelled at a coworker. He had a very stressful day at work, and he's like low on fun. And so he's had a very, very rough day. And for the past rough 9 years, they can't really confess with his feelings right now. So we're going to go and empty this out, and then we're going to go and take a nice little bubble bath here. And, yeah, I think that's none of that right now. I don't have time for that. We're going to go to sleep. Oh, actually, no, we're not going to. We're going to actually feed our children and fix this toilet real quick. Replace that. And we're just going to feed our children. We're going to serve some dinner of some fish tacos. There we go. But like I said, I am really, really proud of what has happened throughout these 6 parts I've done over on Twitch. And again, I say they are 15 hours long, like in total as a collection. It's like some of the live streams are like about like 2 hours, 3 hours. So all in total, like 15 hours, which is crazy. And I really, really love this family a lot. And Raisha's going to be she's going to be a bit of a handful. I just know it. Because her aspiration, well, her trait actually, I believe, is a charmer, which is correct. As for Phillip, he wants to complete his artistic prodigy aspiration, and that's what I want him to do, because we got to complete that for Lauren's aspiration as well, because she has to help her child 3 times his homework, have a child reach an A in high school, and have a child complete any skill, which I think is going to be very, very easy for him, because he's a child, and I think level 5 is the max for children. Maybe level 5 or 10. No, it's level 10 for children and level 5 for toddlers. That's correct. Oh man, a lot has happened. I'm just so shocked and like, okay, you know what? The bees are enraged. We're going to apply a mint treatment. We're going to calm the bees. We're going to sell the honey. We're going to bond with the bees. We're going to just do all the things. Stop that. Nope, stop that. Please, go over here. Thank you. Calm the bees, please, and thank you, because I don't have time for that at all. They are irritated right now. Bob, please, help the bees, please, because they are getting on my last nerves, and I don't have time for you to die by a bee sting. Imagine if your Sims could die from a bee sting. Like allergies? Oh gosh, no, Bob, please, Bob, no, Bob. Oh gosh, the bees are irritated. Okay, calm the bees. Calm them. Calm the bees. Are they calm? They're irritated. Calm them. Huh. I guess that mod is broken. Sadly enough, we're gonna go and pay the bills and head to bed, because, yeah, head to bed. And she finished the fish tacos? She did. So I guess that is pretty much it, even though that Raisha is very hungry and also very sleepy. Oh, she's not hungry. She's fine. You're fine. And, well, Bob's hungry, but he'll live. He's an adult. It's fine. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this entire update. I'm sorry it was so freaking long, but I had so much to talk about that I'm very heavily story-based Let's Player, and I just love to talk about storytelling and their lives and what has been happening, and Phillip is freaking scared because he has a monster under his bed. Kind of sad. Poor Phillip. Poor Phillip. Oh, how much I love you so much. But either way, like I said, again, if you want to check out the rules and all the other stuff as well, the links will be down below in the description. But either way, like I said again, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!